Hey guys, we have these two brave guys with me in this morning in one of the last dance of the year, I would say, and we'll talk about memories, good times, and some adventures that we have ever made along the way. And yeah, that's it. Before that, it's necessary to summarize how Talk and Talk works. Here you can learn English, of course, and another interesting language like Italian, Spanish, French, Mandarin. I guess I think I didn't forgot uh, no language. And yeah, and it offers interesting tools like mentoring, interesting WhatsApp group that personally I've learned an interesting thing in this journey since I start here. And yeah, that's it, I guess. And this a immersion, not a class. All of us are students. There isn't teacher here. I'm here as a facilitator, I guess. I think I can say this way. I'm host here only to help us in our conversation, and we have some questions. That's not necessary to answer anyone. Just to all of them help guide us in this conversation. Only that. And here we try to avoid correcting one. Of course, if someone asks for some help, feel free to help everyone. And that's it. Okay, guys, let's start with our traditional presentation. Jardel, please, can you introduce yourself for us?
Of course. I'm Jerdel. I'm 28 years old. I work as data engineer in Brazil and improving my English to get more better opportunities for my life. And usually in my free time, I like spend time with my family, especially with my wife, and go to the shopping, go to the park, and walk the dog.
Great. What's the dog's name?
Albert. That is a
Albert.
beautiful name. Yeah, my
Great.
wife, my wife get that name. That is a
Oh,
Yeah, it's a good golden retriever, the
oh,
big dog.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I got you. Great. Thank you, Jardel. Rodrigo, your turn, please.
Yes. Hi, guys. I'm Rodrigo. I'm 39 years old. I I I work as a data engineer too, in Jardel. Um, I I I have a wife and two daughters. Um, In my free time, I like in lots of thinking. I like to go out to other places with my family, play with my daughters. I like making barbecue too and drinking beer. I like watching TV series and movies too, read some books. I try to read uh, different books in I don't know this expression in English, but ao mesmo tempo. But it's not good idea because it's interested in some books uh, and I don't know this word in English, but at the same time, yes, and abandono his other books. And that's it with me.
Great, great. Thank you, Rodrigo. Well, about me, I think I'm sure Jardel and Rodrigo know me, but if someone different is watching us on YouTube, I live in Americana near Campinas with my fiancé and stepson, but I have two children, two boys that don't live with me. About my first marriage, I was married one time and I did the same mistake. I married again, and let me see. I work as software developer, in front end side actually, and actually I'm doing a lot of things with organized way. I hope that I'm studying Python because I'm so excited about AI, ML, something like that, and decided to study Python because I've heard about that this tool is one of the best to do that. So actually, I started in data science courses that Rodrigo uh, help me to decide the start course to study that. And one more time, Rodrigo, I said for you in PM, but one more time, thanks so much for your help, your time. Great, thank you. And yeah, to be honest, I'm in love that because I have never idea that worked this way, and because learning a little bit about that, I can see why these kind of professional are so important for the companies and business. And congrats, Jardel and Rodrigo, for your career. Okay. And someday, I don't know what will happen in the future. But someday I can meet you in some place to work, maybe.
Yeah. What's-
And that's it about me, I guess. Yeah. Uh, okay. Jardel, please, can you choose some questions and answer, then choose someone to answer that, please?
Okay, I think got the first question. No problem. I guess
Perfect.
I like the linear things.
Perfect. Go ahead.
What is one of the happiest memory you have your childhood? I don't remember exactly one strong memory, but I can remember, and I get in my mind a specific time when I was a kid, and I remember um my and a friend about my mother. I the friend house, and I got to your to their house, I think every week, and I play with the things like a car, like a car, but I don't remember the word, madeira, and the car of, and and I get that and I got that car every week, and play with that car. And I can remember, I don't know, that is I get now in my memory, and I really like that because in that time that was so important to me, and I remember that woman give me give me a good food
Oh,
every week
great.
in your house, and that is a good memory for me.
When we had good food, it is always a good thing to remember.
Yes.
Great, great. Rodrigo, please, do you remember some good memories in your childhood for share with us?
Yes, I remember, but it's complex. Choose one memory because this I like my childhood because I live in the simple house, a simple family with my family, but I play a lot of my brother, of my friends, my street friends, because this I live in the streets in this time. I
Oh,
go to
really?
I yes, I live in the streets. My brother and I and live in the streets, and I have a lot of friends in this time. It's good. Play a lot of things, the ball, the soccer, the a lot of things. But I like in this time when I take my bike and the run the bike for the specific place in my city. My city has I don't know this word, but the specific words, but my has a lot of farm, I think, uh,
Yeah,
fazendas, farm, and
I
the
think you're
streets
right.
for the not it's not so asphalt, the street for the estrada de
The-
terra, I think, I don't know.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
I got you.
is great because this I run the bike a lot in these streets near to farm and has lots of lakes and lots of trees. It's good, and I think in this time we are some I think in more training children's in the more training children's in the bike for the streets is
Oh,
good.
ride a bike.
But I choose I share in other questions for uh, problem and answers this running the bike in the streets.
Maybe you
That's it.
tombou. Okay.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, well, it's hard, like both of you said, it's hard to select a specific memory, right? Uh, but well, let me see. Uh, well, I remember a time when I went to a little farm of my relatives, uncle of mine. And I remember galinhada. I remember another interesting food and the way that I've spent time there. There was a lot of trees and birds and it was a beautiful place and I have it's I had good. I have good memories with my parents by the time. I'm only a child. Like Rodrigo, I grew up in a simple family, and we had a good time. Oh, I remember interesting. Oh, I know my camp is freezing, right? I don't know why, but I remember another situation. It was on a beach called Ilha Bela in São Paulo state. I don't know if you have heard about that. It's a kind of island, and it's a beautiful, beautiful place. Until nowadays, and I was child by by the time, and I had some interesting adventures. Like my father had a Chevette by the time, and I remember when I was on the dirt street, and it was raining, and the dirt uh, se transformou em lama, and I remember that the car was almost going down to the mountain, precipício. I remember that that roads didn't have protection do lado of that road, and we, uh, my parents and I almost was passed it because the it was hard to control the that car, you know, because Chevette was not so uh, confiável car, you know. So it was so funny, and I talk with my father actually about that situation, and of course today we laugh a lot, but by the time we were uh, afraid and about that situation. Yeah, that's it. Rodrigo, please go ahead. Question number two.
Okay, question number two. If you could relive one moment in your life, what would it be and why? Question number three is good questions.
Yeah,
What number two? Yeah,
yeah.
good question. Number two.
I got
What?
a suggestion, Rodrigo, about this question because that I decide oh it's a good idea. You know, I decided to put there.
Yes, yes. About question number two, I think in this, um, I think in this we're living one moment in the when I have childhood or teenager because this in these times my dad and my brother is it's live in two. Today is two. My brother and my dad is dead. Is I think in this time is good because is I I can talk with him with they and it's good moments for me. I think it is simple because this for me um, don't have opportunities talking with with us is bad, but I think in this live is this and go ahead. But I think in this, if you're one moment in, or reliving this moment in the past one, and important persons for my life is live in two.
Yeah, just a note, Rodrigo. We can always learn with everything is was happening in our life. I had no good relationship with my parents, to be honest. But these memories that I said was one of the that good memories. You know, almost the time
Yes,
I had a more problem than happiness moments. You know, so
yes.
and we can learn a lot with this situation, I guess.
Yeah, I understand you because this, I don't have good times with relationship for my dad because this I have problem boy in this time when I have teenager I think in this I'm not so good person but my dad have had I don't know specific word have problem too. But I think in today, because it's my evolution and other things, I think in this, I manage these relationships today. But I don't have my dad and my brother. I don't have managing this relationship, but don't have is more
But you
bad for
learned a
me.
lot, I'm sure that.
Yes, yes. But is life is this. Go
Yeah,
ahead and Um, I I I never think as I do because this.
yeah. Yeah, great. And you, Jordan?
Okay, I can I can remember exactly moment, but not when I was a child, but in the first time in the university, I really enjoyed that moment with my colleagues, and I studied hard with my colleagues and got good moments in university, and
A
I
lot
can
of parties, maybe.
parties.
Yeah.
No, I'm so sorry. I'm don't I don't like I didn't like the parties because I was a
You're
nerd.
lying. You're lying,
Yes.
Jardel.
No,
Your
that
face
is true.
saying me another thing.
Because for example, I'm not I'm didn't I didn't got a, a first party in the university. I remember my colleagues got and went to that fest, to that party, but I don't I didn't because I don't know. I didn't I didn't like that. I
I got you.
prefer I prefer stunt. Yes, I prefer stunt. I was a nerd, and today I am nerd. And I enjoyed that moment because there was a good moment for me with my colleagues, and I start different things for my life. I like you. I grow in a simple family with no so much money, and I need to get opportunities in my life and work hard with that with the opportunities, and that is the life. And I remember that moment with my colleagues in the university, and I really enjoyed that.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, in my college time, in my school time, to be honest, I studied. I loved that, but I can't remember a specific situation that was strong my life. Uh, but a specific situation that yeah, I'd like to relive would be when I bought my first video game on my life. I remember it was my first job when I was 17 years old, and I didn't spend any money for 3 months to buy a PlayStation 2. It was amazing for me because I've learned a lot of things about the money management and goals, Um, and I felt so happy by the time, not only because the device, but also about the achievement. For me, it was a big achievement for me to buy my video game. It was the first time that I've bought a video game for me because, like I said, I grew up in a simple family, and it was hard for my parents give me a lot of things. And yeah, because the importance of the goals and goals and achievements. It was the first time that I did that, and it was a good time for me. Uh, okay, let's move on to your question, Rodrigo. Question number 3. What the craziest thing you've ever done? Would you do it again if you had the chance? Okay, please answer for us, Rodrigo.
Good, good. I think
I'm
it
so
is
curious to
one.
listen to you.
No, it's a long list. But
A long
one,
list.
yes, one of the things I can share with you at this time because a lot think
Feel
is
free. Feel
I
free.
can't share with you because this is problem.
Ah, okay, okay. I
Okay.
got
Uh, but when I had a childhood, my brother and I stay alone in my house because this my mother and my dad just go to the work, and in this specific time don't have video games, and TV is not so good because there's a lot of drown. But my brother and I is had a danger idea in the put the fire and the House
Oh,
of House of the Wasp's Nests, I think this Marimbondo.
oh
It's
my
crazy
goodness.
because this my dad is a painter, house painter, and have thinner and
Oh
what's
my
the
goodness.
yes, yes, it's danger, it's danger. But my brother and I, oh, okay, is making the plan, strategy plan, puts the thinner in the corpus and your puts the, I don't know, take bastão in the fire. My responsibility in this plane and the
You
touch
were
the
older or
fire and
younger with
yeah,
your brother? Younger
younger.
or old? Ah,
Yeah.
younger. Okay.
Younger, yes. My brother has 2 years
More than you.
after me, more than
Okay.
yes. Okay, my brother is taking the copies of the thinner and putting the house of the Wespers nests. Now, okay, it's a good idea. No, because this the Wespers nets and they put the facing my brother,
Wow.
and I put the fire in the house the Wespers nets. It's explosion for my house. Explosion is the fire
Wow.
for my house, and the fire of the the I don't know.
Telhado?
Yes, telhado, and the fire for my yes, this word is the paredes, and it's crazy. The fire is a lot of the fire from my house, and my brother is faces is picada, and I put
Oh my god.
the water in the mangueira in the control the fire, but the marks of the fire and the parede and this telhado is big. The black
Yeah, I'm
marks
sure
for the
that.
fire. My dad and my mother returned from my house and they see this and they crazy because this your and your brother is crazy. You use dad's fire in my house. It's crazy, crazy, crazy time. I learned this in the play with the fire
Well,
and the thinner is bad idea, but I is crazy.
do your father don't fight with you after that?
Yes, fight and putting on the castigo for a long time. Yes, I resumed these histories because this a long history, but I try to resume it, but it's crazy. Children home and the
Alone?
time. Yes,
Children
it's
alone,
crazy.
it's not a good idea.
Yes, 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 yes. It's crazy, guys.
And you, Jardel, I'm so curious to listen to you. I'm sure that you have some crazy story.
Yes, yes. I can remember one. I remember a day when I was a kid and with my not a not a my brother, my sobrinho, I don't remember the word in English. You put in the shot? No?
Nephew.
Nephew. Yes. I have a nephew with equal age like me. And we got the a little enemies. I don't know in Portuguese you we can say the codorna. I don't know in English.
Yeah. Uh,
Was
yeah, I remember.
a crazy moment because we have 7 years old. We had 7 years old and we get that animals and I don't know why, but he killed he killed the animal and I got um create a buraco, I don't know in English, and I put the animals, every animals, and create like a in Portuguese like a cemitério. I don't know
Oh
why.
my
I
goodness.
can't believe in. When I remember that, I think, why we do that? And like a big cemetery and create the
Oh my
little,
goodness.
I don't know in English, but I have little cruises and it put
Yeah,
in the solo, and I can. That is
made
a
a
fun.
velório, something like that.
Yes, I don't know why, but I remember after that moment, and your father get in house and see and said that and see that, and we got I don't know in English, but a strong in Portuguese. Usually in Paraná, the people say a surra, get a
Yeah.
surra. There's a fun moment, and I can set about the question three. Would you do it again if you had a chance? I think that that the
Maybe
again
not.
that maybe not. Yeah.
Me too. Me too. I me too. Okay.
Yes.
I don't know about you, Rodrigo. Your face is saying another thing for me.
No, no, no. I no. My dad and my mother is fighting a lot with me and my brother. It's bad idea.
Yeah. Well, guys, I remember two situations. The first one, I was a child and I decided to smoke a cigarette with my uncle, I forgot. Uncle, not. Please help me, guys. I forgot. Uh, and let me see. And
Cousin.
cousin, yeah, thank you, Rodrigo. And so I've smoked with a cigarette with my old older cousin, and we take a fire on my house's carpet, because the cigarettes go caiu, and it was aceso, and yeah, burned the carpet, and and the same like you, Rodrigo. Both of my parents were working at the moment, and I working. No, to be honest, my mom went out of house. I don't remember the reason, but I did that in some minutes, 15 minutes, I guess. It was enough to almost destroy my house. And the interesting thing that the cigarette, the fire made a buraco on the carpet, and I don't know. I'm sure that my parents saw that, but both of them didn't say for me. They didn't say for me. But I felt I was so afraid. I thought I was killed by my parents. But it didn't happen. And another time I was more young than now. I was in a date with old girlfriend, and I went out with her to the night, and I remember the day. I stay with her for a day and a half around of this, and I forgot that the next day, it was a Sunday. It was my time to be with my children. I had my children by the time, and oh my goodness, I need to take my children and then to be with them. And I called for my father to ask help. Oh my, please take my children on the their grandparents' house, please, and take from me. And in some hours, I will take them and be with them. And well, this time it was crazy because it was the first time that I forgot of my children. To be honest, the time it was so good with that girlfriend that I forgot my children. And that's it. It's enough for me. Okay, guys. Rodrigo, please, could you read the next question?
Question number 4, right?
Yeah, number 4, please.
Okay. If you hadn't made one specific decision in your life, how different you'd think it have turned out? Oh, a lot of decisions too, I think. Um, I think in this, when I have teenager or quasi adult, I think in this, when I finished the high school, I think, I had opportunities for the make university and continue my student, but when I share with you, in this time, my mind is crazy. I thinking, I don't know why, but I don't, I don't, I, studying for me is a bad idea in this time. I don't like studying in this time. I like the party and other things. And in this specific time, I work in a painter residential, and then I gain the good salary in this time. And because this, I think I don't have I don't need studying or join university because this I gain a good salary and I need in living my life in these bad things.
Yeah.
Today I see is when this decision is problem for my life because is I finished my university when I have 21 years. I have married in these times. I have my house and other things. It's difficult because when I have more younger, you don't have responsible and you don't have a lot of things in your mind. And today is more complex student. Or it's not impossible, but more complex. And my progressing for my life when I started studying and now I think if you are starting in 18 years when I finish your high school, today is more better careers, is more better things, more better housing, other things. I think this specific decision in my life is bad decision, and if I had the opportunity for the change in this decision in the past, I think in this changing the specific decision.
Yeah. By the time you didn't agree with yourself about that, but when you decided to study, you changed your life. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I hate in this decision because this in this time I learning more fast a lot of things. I
Yeah.
don't have I in this time
Taking
I don't have
responsibility.
yes, I my mind is more fast and I learning more fast and it's I remember this. I don't study a lot for the classes and for the I don't know I don't remember prova.
Tests, maybe?
The tests and I don't have difficulty in the past in the it's crazy. Today, I study a lot because it's
Yeah.
something is English too. I study English some years and I have more difficult because this when I pass the time, your mind is not working very fast and when I have more younger. But
Yeah.
my decision, I don't know this expression, but my decision is my decision in the past going to me in this here. It's not like in expression I make in English, but I think you understand me.
For sure, for sure. We got
Minhas
you.
decisões me trouxeram aqui, ok? It's me.
Yeah, no, great. And you, and today, I think, like Jardel and me, if we are here, we are a winner in my point of view because, yeah, we have to respect our histories and all of histories, you know. Jardel, please, your turn.
Okay, I can I can remember about the university especially because I studied electric engineer, and I can think about that because I I I could start a different course if I have a choice today. I can I think get a more different course like software engineer or a computer science because it's more strong to me hoje, and I work with that. But I don't know. When I was more teenager, w- usually the people doesn't have like a sensor for good opportunities. I think get a sensor, start a sensor in our minds about the opportunities to change the things in our lives. But that is the choice.
Yeah,
That is the life.
yeah.
And I think if I got a more younger, when I was more young, a course like scientist, like software engineer to work with software engineer, I can, I could get my first job more fast. And today I can, no, today I could work as a senior engineer.
I'm
That
not
is it.
sure. Because if you had a lot of experience, you can work with tech roles, you know. I think it could be a problem if you want to be a manager, something like that, you know, especially manage people, something like that. It's my experience, of course. I'm not a specialist.
Yes, that is a good point because I think about that. Like, and usually I don't mind become a manager because we forgot something opportunities. I have a friend and he was a manager for for 20 years in a big company.
Wow.
Yes, but you forgot your work and you can't get other opportunity. I don't know why, because for example, in that big company, because you know, he has a good salary and other companies can't pay that salary for him,
Yeah.
and don't and the company doesn't get the work for him.
It's a kind of pyramid. I don't know the right way to say that. The higher role that you have, it's harder to get another positions, you know. Uh,
Yes.
uh, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I
Well,
believe in that.
yeah, okay. And so my case, if I hadn't this, if I hadn't decided to um, transition my career to a developer and something like that, I'm sure that I wasn't here, you know, because when I worked as in IT infrastructure area or in a small business uh, that I had some years ago, I'm sure that I wouldn't have the the vision about the possibilities that this career could bring me in the future, you know, and how is prazeroso to work with this, you know, because I really love to work in this field. Of course, sometimes it's hard to relationship with others, but about the technical roles and methods to work methods, it's interesting, you know, and so I'm here only because I decided to transition my career to developer field, and like I said, I don't know about the future, but the most important thing is that I like to work what I work today. Yeah, I think that's it. But I like both of you said it's the life, and I think all of our experience shaped us what we are today. Quem nós somos hoje, né? Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
Okay, Jardel, I think we have a time to the next question. Please, can you read and answer?
Okay.
Question 5.
What's something you're always wanted to do but haven't yet? If you finally did it, how you think it would make you feel? So there's a difficult question to me
Be honest, please.
because hey, I can't get the all entire context about the
Oh,
question.
okay. The question is asking you if you want to do something that you have you haven't ever made. Do you have something that you would like to do and you uh, didn't make in your life? I don't know if you could understand me now.
Yes, but I can't think about that in exactly moment. I
If you
don't
want,
know.
I can try to answer that, and after that you answer. Sounds
I
good?
think you can answer first, and I
Okay.
can
Yeah.
think about the answer. Okay.
Okay. Well, I regret to start my career early, you know, my journey as developer earlier. It's the only things that I regret a lot, because if I started my journey as developer before, I'm sure that today I was more decided about the specific topic that I want to work for a long time. You know, of course, like I said, I really love what I do for live, and I and I can see myself coding for 20, 30 years ahead. You know, but it's necessary we see the career outlook and try to improve and enhance the family infrastructure and for myself as well, you know. So uh, the only thing that I want to do before it was to start my journey as developer, you know. But like I said, it's the life, and I'm sure that all of my old experience that led me to be here with confidence and decision. That's it. Do you want to try to answer, Jardel, or I pass for Rodrigo?
Yes, I can. I can.
Go
I
ahead.
do. I do. Uh, I like you. I I could start my career earlier, but I don't did that. And I remember my friend said for me 2 years, 2 years late, 2 years ago, 2 years before I started my career, and he said he was my colleague in university in my course, and he said I will start my career in IT because we can get more better opportunities for our lives in that career. And I don't think I don't think about that in that moment, and I continues my journey. And today I can see that he have a more higher level because we have more 2 years 2 years more than me and work in an international company. But that is the life, and I start study English with you for get a to get a more better opportunity.
Yeah,
That is the
very good.
life.
We have time to do whatever we want, you know.
Yes.
Rodrigo, your turn, please. Thank you, Jardel, for sharing with us.
Okay, guys, about the questions, I think in this learning English is more better answer, but I think in this try to learning English a lot, and I think I do this. I try to do this. Okay, I don't talking very well in English. I have some mistakes, okay, but I try to talk with English and I try to improve my English every day. But specifically, questions, I think it is good, more good for me about the specific questions is play instruments. Because this, I like in music, I love music, but I don't play never instruments. I have the guitar. I don't know guitar and violon is English because this
Guitar
when
and
do your
electric guitar, I guess.
electric guitar. Okay,
Yeah.
I have the violon. I have the guitar in my house. I try to learning and the play the guitar in the past, but I don't have time. And my life is more strange in my schedule because this I have work and I have wife and I have two daughters. It's crazy. My mother is living alone, depends with me a lot. I don't have time, and but this specific time, play the guitar and I play the other instrument. Is put in my list in the thinkings I can do. I try to can do. Uh, after before I yes before I dead. I in the future when I have more time, I think I try to play the guitar because this I love instruments. For me, it's good answer those questions.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I learned play guitar when I was teenager. Like you said, it's so easy. It's more easy to learn everything at this time because our mind is free to absorb a lot of things. Guys, one more time, thank you to be here with me. The time is almost over. I put two links on the chat, the survey and our YouTube transmission. Like Carlos, I like to say it's important to review ourselves and evaluate the well, what is necessary to improve in ourselves, and I think it's the most important moment is when we review ourselves speaking English because we will see a lot of mistakes and something like that, and take a note and decide to fix this in the next immersions. Will improve. It will improve a lot ourselves, you know. So I recommend you, suggest you do that. And yeah, and the survey, like you know, it's anonymous. And if you have some suggestions, some topic to talk about, feel free to put there. And yeah, I think that's it. Oh, let me see. If you have time to come here next Friday, we'll talk about next Friday, not next Tuesday. Which we will reflecting on 2024. You know, uh, how much goals we achievement, and what we will expect for the next year. You know, I hope you stay with me next week, and I hope that you have a good week. And yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you.
Very well. I have one more point for you.
For sure, go ahead.
I said in another class about the a specific environment to get to work with data. But I search on the internet, and today in my company I work with the Databricks, and you can get a free account in the Databricks with a more easier method to stud stud instead of using Python or PySpark. You can create a create a cluster in Databricks, a free cluster.
Do you mean data bricks? I'm not sure about the term. If you
That in Portuguese you can Databricks,
oh, this way,
Databricks.
this way
You put in in the
on the
chat. I
chat,
I will
yeah.
put in the chat.
Oh, please. And I thank you a lot if you put there.
Yeah, Databricks is a
Oh, data
good,
bricks.
yeah, is a strong platform to work with data science.
Perfect.
I think
Perfect.
more
I
important today.
Perfect. I've taken note. Thank you for sharing though. And yeah, I hope see you next week, guys. Bye bye. Bye bye. Thank